Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 51. In this video I will be explain trends in the physical properties. So last video I already explained atomic radius and ionic radius physical properties, and in this video I will be explain ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy simple concept is whenever quantitative measure of the tendency of an element to lose electron and is given by its ionization enthalpy. That is means for removal of the electron we have to required energy, and that is known as ionization enthalpy. Okay, so for loss of the electron for required energy, so it is known as ionization enthalpy. So like example here you see X gas, element X, okay, gaseous atom and in its ground state. Okay, so first electron remove, one electron remove, then convert into the X plus. So X gas convert into the X plus plus electron and its ionization enthalpy. So loss of the electron, for removal of the electron required energy, it is known as ionization enthalpy. So one electron remove, so first ionization enthalpy. Okay, so this is the equation. Then ionization enthalpy is expressed in units of kilojoule per mole. Okay, kilojoule per mole. You learn only underline line. Okay, then second ionization enthalpy as the energy required to remove the second most loosely bound electron. Okay, see X plus and then again one electron removed, so convert into the X plus 2. Okay, and energy is always required to remove electron from an atom, so this ionization enthalpies are always positive because electron remove, so energy required, so always energy decrease, so that is means positive. Ionization enthalpy are always positive, but second ionization enthalpy will be higher comparison than the first ionization enthalpy because it is more difficult to remove an electron from a positively charged ion than a neutral. Okay, so third ionization enthalpy again third electron remove, so will be again higher than the second, and so on, like second higher than first, third higher than second. Okay, so the term ionization enthalpy, if not qualified, so is taken as the first ionization enthalpy. Okay, so first ionization enthalpy of the element atomic number up to 60. Here you see up to 60 elements. Okay, 0 to 60. So here the increase, then this way graph obtained. Okay, so periodicity of the graph is quite striking, right? This is way striking, and we will find the maxima at the noble gas, and which you have the, see, noble gas is helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon. These are noble gases. Okay, so higher position of the noble gases which have closed electron shell because completely stable electronic configuration, and minima you have to see alkali metals, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium. Okay, so alkali metal have low ionization enthalpy, so minima. And noble gases, this one is noble gas, higher. Okay, and this is the alkali metals, minima. Okay, so their low ionization enthalpy can be correlate with the high energy ionization reactivity. Okay, so two trends, the first ionization enthalpy generally increased, okay, and then decrease when descend the group. Okay, so ionization enthalpy increase, we have to go up to down, we go across a period, and decrease we is descend in a group. So in the group size increase, so that is means ionization enthalpy decrease. Okay, so size is inversely proportional ionization enthalpy. So in period we have to go left to right, so size decrease, so ionization enthalpy increase. And then in group we have to go up to down we have to go, so size increase, that is means its ionization enthalpy decrease. Okay, so the periodicity of the graph is quite striking, and then maxima at the noble gas and which have closed electron shells and stable electronic configuration, and minima occur at the alkali metals, and their low ionization enthalpy can be correlated with their high reactivity. So this concept I already explained, size inversely proportional ionization enthalpy. So we have to go left to right, so size decrease, so ionization enthalpy increase. And whenever we have to go up to down, so size increase, so its ionization enthalpy decrease. The ionization enthalpy and atomic radius are closely related properties. First is two factors. First is the attraction of electron towards the nucleus. And second one, the repulsions of the electron from each other. Okay, first one, attraction of the electron towards the nucleus, and second one, the repulsion of the electron from each other. So the effective nuclear charge experienced by valence electron in an atom will be less than the actual charge on the nucleus because of the shielding or screening of the valence electron from the nucleus by intervening core electron. What is the meaning of these lines? That is means outer shell electron affect the nucleus charge. Okay, so nucleus attract the outer shell electrons, and then shielding effect and then screening effect of the valence electrons created. Okay, for example, like 2s electron in lithium is shielded from the nucleus by the inner core of the first s electron. So result, the valence electron experience a net positive charge which is less than the actual charge of the plus 3. Generally, shielding is effective when the orbital in the inner shell are completely filled. So this situation occurs in the case of the alkali metal which have single outermost ns electron and preceded by noble gas electronic configuration. The valence electron experience a net positive charge which is less than the actual charge of the plus 3. Shielding is effective when the orbitals in the inner shells are completely filled, and this situation occurs in the case of the alkali metals which have single outermost ns electron and preceded by noble gas electronic configuration. Okay, then we have to move from lithium to the fluorine. Lithium is first group and then fluorine is 17th number group. So across the second period, so successive electrons are added to the orbitals in the same principal quantum level, and the shielding of the nuclear charge by the inner core of the element's electrons does not increase very much to the compensate for the increased attraction of the electron to the nucleus. That is, we have to go left to right. So shielding effect of the nuclear charge increase because reason inner core of the electron does not increase very much to the compensate for the increased attraction of the electron to the nucleus. But across a period, nuclear charge increase outweigh the shielding. Okay, so outermost electrons are held more and more tightly, and ionization enthalpy increases across a period. Okay, and we go down the group. This is one here, period. Okay, left to right, about period. We have to go left to right in periodic table. Okay, and this is one here, start. We go down a group, up to down. Okay, so the outermost electron being increasingly further from the nucleus, and there are increased shielding of the nuclear charge by the electrons in the inner level. So increase in shielding outweigh the increased nuclear charge, and removal of the outermost electrons require less energy down a group. So that is means up to down we have to go. So outermost electron increase because size increase, okay, and shielding of the nuclear charge also increase, inner level electrons also increase. So increase in shielding outweigh the increased nuclear charge, and removal of the outermost electron require less energy down a group. So up to down we have to go. So ionization enthalpy decrease. Then example here you see, here first ionization enthalpy example of boron is slightly less than the beryllium Z is equal to 4, even though the former has a greater nuclear charge. Okay, beryllium atomic number is 4 and boron is 5. So first ionization enthalpy of boron is less than beryllium because beryllium is atomic number 4, size decrease. So ionization enthalpy greater, and boron atomic number greater comparison than beryllium. So atomic number greater, so ionization enthalpy less. So consider the same principle quantum level. So S electron is attracted to the nucleus more than in P electron, because for the nucleus then S, then P, then D. So S electron is more attracted. So in beryllium, the electron removed during the ionization in an S electron, and electron removed during the ionization of boron is a P electron. Okay, so simple way concept I have to say, generally you learn, okay, S, P, D. So D attraction less and S attraction maximum. So whenever electron removed from S, so maximum ionization enthalpy required because it is nearer from nucleus, so nuclear charge greater comparison than D, okay, comparison than P. Clear? Question number problem 3.6. First ionization enthalpy delta IH value of the third period elements sodium, magnesium and silicon are respectively 496, 736, 786 kilojoule mole inverse, and first delta IH value for aluminium will be more close to the 575 or 760 kilojoule mole inverse. So 575 or 760 kilojoule. So it will more close to the 575 close to the kilojoule mole inverse. The value of the aluminum should be lower than that of the magnesium. Sodium given 496, magnesium 737 and silicon 786. So first ionization enthalpy value for aluminium will be more close to 575 to 760. So more close to 575, more close to who? Aluminium should be lower than that of the magnesium. Okay, because 496 then 737. So 575 between the 496 to 737. Okay, so that of the magnesium, and because of the effective shielding of 3p electrons from the nucleus by 3s electron, because aluminium is 3s and then 3p. Okay, so effective shielding of the 3p from the nucleus by 3s electron. Okay, effective shielding of 3p electrons from the nucleus by 3s electrons. Then electron gain enthalpy. What is the electron gain enthalpy? When electron is added to a neutral gas electrons atom to convert into a negative ion. So enthalpy change. So the process is known as electron gain enthalpy, or indicated by delta EGH, electron gain enthalpy, delta EGH. Okay, so when electron is added to the neutral gas atom like X gas plus electron, so convert into the X minus gas. Okay, and depending on the elements, the process of the adding to electron to an atom either endothermic, otherwise exothermic, energy release and otherwise energy absorbed. Energy released when an electron is added. So electron gain enthalpy example for which group increase? High group 17 elements like halogens. So halogens very high negative electron enthalpies, gain enthalpies, because they can attain a stable noble gas configuration by picking up the electrons. Okay, other way, noble gas large positive electron gain enthalpy, because electron has to enter the next higher principal quantum level, so leading to a very unstable electronic configuration, because noble gas is fulfilled. So fulfilled, it is not required electron, but if it required, so electron going to the next higher energy quantum level, so leading to very unstable. Okay, so it may be noted electron gain enthalpies have larger negative values, so towards the upper right of the periodic table preceding the noble gas. The variation in electron gain enthalpy of the element is less systematic than for ionization enthalpy. So main rule is electron gain enthalpy becomes more negative with increase in the atomic number. So that is means atomic number directly proportional electron gain enthalpy. Okay, so electron gain enthalpy becomes more negative, increase the atomic number, so atomic number increase, that is means electron gain enthalpy also increase. Okay, and in periods wide, electron gain enthalpy more negative with increase in the atomic number across a period, and effective nuclear charge increase from left to right. Okay, left to right we have to go, so nuclear charge increase across a period, so it will easier add an electron to a smaller atom, and added electron and an average would be closer to the positively charged nucleus. Okay, so simple concept you learn, atomic number increase, so electron gain enthalpy increase. Okay, and in the electron gain enthalpy is more negative when increase in the atomic number across a period, and effective nuclear charge also increase from left to right across a period, and it will be easier to add an electron to a smaller atom. Okay, so electron gain enthalpy of a oxygen or fluorine is less negative than of the succeeding element, because this is the first element. So when an electron is added to oxygen and fluorine, so added electron goes to the smaller and to quantum level, and suffers significant repulsion because it is the highest energy. Okay, so n is equal to 3 number quantum level, sulfur or chlorine. Added electron occupies is larger region of a space, and electron repulsion is much less. Okay, so here oxygen and fluorine have less negative. Okay, and then third number sulfur and chlorine, large region of the space, but electron repulsion is very much less. Okay, so problem 3.7 depend on this, which of the following will have the most negative electron gain enthalpy and which is the least negative. So here you see phosphorus, sulfur. So phosphorus and sulfur is the n is equal to 3 quantum level, and chlorine and fluorine, it is the n is equal to 2 quantum number. So you already know electron gain enthalpy more negative across a period. We move from left to right? And within the group we have to go. So electron gain enthalpy become less negative down the group. So down the group, electron gain enthalpy low. Okay, less. And then we go up to down. So increase enthalpy. Okay, so in period, across a period we go move from left to right, so electron gain enthalpy becomes more negative, up to down less negative. Okay, so adding an electron to 2p orbital so leads to the greater repulsion than adding an electron to the larger 3p orbital. So up to down we have to go, so 2p 3p, so orbital increase, so repulsion. So adding an electron to the larger 3p orbital. So element with most negative electron gain enthalpy is chlorine, and the one with the least negative electron gain enthalpy is phosphorus. So phosphorus is the less and chlorine is the high. Understood? Okay. Next topic I will be explained in next video. Thank you so much.